Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading What Unexpected Benefit Did You Find from Losing Weight? And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. And if you haven't yet, join our Reddit community below for more support on your journey. We're getting really close to 4,000 members. Last summer I lost 80 pounds, 36 kg. I was amazed how little I would run out of breath. I was able to go up flights of stairs and my friends would be out of breath. It felt amazing. I stated this above, but when I went on hikes with my already in shape friends, I would zoom up hills and have energy and breath to spare while they were chugging air. Your endurance from carrying all that weight before gets applied to a smaller body. Feels so great to keep up, if not pass people. Keep it up. The biggest benefit that I didn't see coming was how easy it is to dry off. After a shower or bath or whatever, it's kind of a pain to get all that skin dry, and you have more crevices for water to gather. It takes no time at all when you have less you to go around. Better mechs, even after just a few pounds lost. A bonus, strength training makes everything better too. Buying clothes is not only cheaper, but easier. So many more options and styles. I guess it's dumb to say that this was unexpected, but I was able to run for the first time. I lost weight without ever exercising. I just ate less. One day a friend wanted to go for a jog and I went along. I couldn't believe how far I could make it without dying. I still hate it, but it was nice. I went from 205 to 135 pounds. I'm friggin' cold all the time. A buddy of mine went from 315 pounds down to 195 in like 6 months. He wore shorts all winter long with the hoodie. The next winter, he looked at me and he goes, "Dude, why the frig is it always so cold this year?" It was actually a much milder winter that year than previous years. It actually taught me discipline. It taught me to commit to myself and a goal. I was thin, then I wasn't. Now I am again, so nothing was a surprise physically, really, though the takeaway made me a better person. I applied the same logic of, okay, this is my goal now, I have to work a little every day to achieve it, to my side hustle, and it's really been paying off after years of stagnation. I'd say it's a huge benefit. My whole life, my mom told me I was built like a linebacker. I'm a woman. I assumed that if and when I lost weight, I would still be big boned. I've lost 80 pounds, and to my immense joy, I don't actually have wide shoulders. I never did understand the big bone thing. Oh, it's just that my bones are 3 times the size that they should be. Congrats on losing 80 pounds, that's awesome. I cannot say enough about the health of my digestive system. Before it was all fast food, fried foods and processed foods, and now that I eat fruits and veggies with every meal, I wonder how the hell I even went to the bathroom before in my life. It was pain. It was all suffering. I just knew nothing else. And yeah, bigger banana, whatever. People treat you like a person. That was the opposite of a benefit for me. My weight constantly fluctuates and I'm usually on the heavier side due to my broken thyroid. But when I was in my early 20s, I ate like 1,000 calories and worked out for 6 hours a day and dropped to a size 4 for the first time in my life. The difference in how people treated me was so noticeable. I felt like I had been invisible all my life and suddenly everyone could see me. Strangers were kinder to me than they had ever been. People gave me stuff for no reason. I got a bunch of flirtatious attention I'd never gotten before. It made me a little bitter. I became slightly underweight and it caused my jawline to become very attractive and I began attracting a lot of women. It didn't do me any good because I am in a relationship, but it felt good to be flirted with at work with random women 18 to 30 years old. Never had attention like that in my life. I became more motivated with my music and hobbies and spent a lot more time on them instead of eating or watching TV. And this is my problem right now. How did you initially start to change? All I want to do after work is watch TV and munch out. There won't be anything that will ever inspire you. The motivation won't come like magic. Forcing yourself to do anything uncomfortable is hard. Start small. After work, curl some dumbbells and go for a walk. Do this every day for a week. Only 20 minutes of your time. You got this, my friend. Tying shoes without getting tired. That's what scared me into getting back into shape. I used to always, over the last 15 years, be fit and lean. The last 5 years I kind of relaxed and gained some weight. I was clipping my toenails and realized I was out of breath after 2 toenails. A couple of things come to mind. I thought getting a leg rash from a long walk was normal. Turns out it's mostly a fat person thing. I can squat without putting my knees in agonizing pain. And the clothing options, there's so much more you get to wear as an XL rather than a triple XL. Oh, and women are actually attracted to me now. And that part's nice too. It's obvious now, but I never consciously thought about it. I never realized just how much difficulty I had moving through crowded areas. Concerts, busy restaurants, even open venue events like rent fairs and carnivals. I'm sure at my heaviest, I annoyed people as I made my way through the crowds, and it was doubly annoying to me as I tried. But now I'm smaller and more limber and graceful, and squeezing through tight spots or into tiny restaurant booths is easy. Shaving. A lot easier to do it with toned legs than squishy rolls. I've been doing some light exercise and eating a bit better and lost only about 20 pounds, but I noticed that I can't hold my alcohol as well. It's not a benefit for contests, but for my cheap bum, it's a blessing. It also taught me to be a bit more disciplined about my daily routine. I didn't realize I'd become the hot guy. I lost weight originally for health reasons. And back when I lost all the weight, I walked up to my wife, fiancé back then, and I said a few things in passing, then said goodbye. She was meeting a girlfriend who saw me with my wife. My wife texts me and says, "Emily wants to know who the hot guy is that I was talking to." I remember thinking, yeah, what the frig? Who's the hot guy she's talking to? Oh, me. I'm the hot guy. If you have smaller clothes, you can fit more items in the washing machine. I've lost nearly 70 pounds and I still can't wrap my head around this seemingly minor thing. Also, being able to sit comfortably pretty much wherever I want is also nice. Clothing just feels better somehow. When I was overweight, even clothes my size felt awkward or just not quite right. After losing 60 pounds, I found clothes to be comfortable as frig. I love the feeling of a shirt or jeans just hanging down my body without any fat rolls bulging out. I don't know if it is a benefit, but during my obese times, I used to think that most people were either attractive or very attractive whenever I went to the street. I still need to lose about 20 pounds and I want to add some more muscle, but for some reason now I feel like that there are a lot of average people out there. So much energy. I used to feel really bored all the time and mostly sit around watching TV. Thought I was lazy. Started working out regularly and eating only slightly better than before, but the boost in energy was nuts. It became hard to just sit around because you felt so energized and motivated to do stuff. And then I got pregnant and now I'm fat and lazy again, and it's very hard to be so tired and lack energy all the time. Can't wait to kick this kiddo out and get back into a workout routine. I cannot even believe I said those words, honestly. Less BO. Clothes were lighter and took less time to dry. It may sound like a, well, duh comment, but I went from 285 pounds to 193 in less than a year, mainly running, half marathons and full marathons, and I felt so light on my feet. Everything is lighter, you can breathe easier, and you are more cautious of what you consume on a daily basis. More flexibility in being able to hold and maintain poses for longer amounts of time was pretty unexpected. Husband is pretty pleased. Also, during my weight loss that was unexpected was how I'm viewing food. In the past, it was mostly for pleasure and alleviating stress and stuff like that, but I see it more as a fuel source for my body than anything else right now. I do struggle sometimes with the urge to emotionally binge, but being much more mindful about the quality of fuel I was putting into my body was totally unexpected. 1. My sleep is much better. 2. I can sleep on my belly. 3. I cannot stand alcohol as much as before. 4. I feel much better in the warmth. 5. I feel much more calm and at peace. 6. Went from extra large to a medium and small. Had to buy my whole wardrobe again. 7. Much less prone to depression and, strangely, emotionally stable. I feel like I'm immune to hot weather now. It's almost like a superpower I didn't know I badly needed. On the other hand, cold days are my nemesis now. Seeing a thinner person in the mirror was not something I was prepared for. I weighed 257 pounds in January and went on a strict diet. I weigh about 210 pounds now and am surprised at how different I look. Problem is, I also wasn't prepared to not feel skinnier. I still feel fat and it's something that I'm embarrassed of. I never had any real health issues with being overweight. In my family, as being overweight is something that tends to happen, the effects of it usually don't appear until you're in your 50s. But of course, I would like to avoid that, so I just lost some weight. First noticeable thing, my skin started to clear up, probably just from eating better, but the difference was pretty incredible. The frequency of headaches that had plagued me most of my life decreased noticeably. Whether this was from just the weight loss or the improved diet and regular exercise that went along with it, or some combination of the three, I can't say. I'm just happy they went away. A better skin color, but this is also probably due to the improvement in diet. I can fit through tight squeezes much more easily. I can play more with my son more. He has trouble keeping up with me rather than vice versa. And it's debatable whether this is a benefit, but when I'm around people, there's noticeably more incidental contact. Just things like someone lightly touching your shoulder as they squeeze by, instead of leaning back as far as possible. Personally, I like it since it's innocent enough human contact. Food is delicious, and not in a greasy and overly sweet way. You start noticing subtle flavors and textures, and a lot of healthy foods taste different. Like hell, I never knew spinach is mildly sweet. I walk to work. It's only 1.5 miles. When I was 180 pounds, I had to walk in tennis shoes, or I'd pull a muscle, or my feet would ache something fierce, or my arches would get those weird spiky pains. I've lost about 30 pounds. I can walk to work in flip-flops, and my feet rejoice at the open air. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day. Join our Reddit community to be a featured narwhal and for a chance to win some free narwhal merch. All you need is the Reddit app and a free account. The link to join is below. Our first featured narwhal of the day is Soup and Sandwich, and they say, I'm finally seeing progress. Left, January 2018. Right, April 2020. Our next featured narwhal of the day is Elsie, and they say, me on the left, 20 stone, 280 pounds. Me on the right, 70 pounds down, 210 pounds. I've got a long way to go, but seeing this again has got me super motivated. I can do this. And our last featured narwhal of the day today is Diggers, and they say, slowly, slowly, slowly. Be encouraged. After a while, it will feel so normal. After a month, I stop craving things from pre-weight loss. Read Chinese takeout. I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. Thank you for sharing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching, narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.